Tell us about how popular champagne is around this time of year. How many cases? What percentage of sales?
It's a fantastic period for us. It's very exciting. Year-end, we are obviously in a very seasonal business, and that really is a peak season. So tonight is a very special day. It's New Year's Eve. So we are really excited about what's going to happen in a little bit.
So what are you talking about? Maybe like 25% of all champagne sales are loaded at the end of the year?
You could say 20% over the last, 6 weeks of the year. That would be around that figure.
And how much competition is Prosecco and other bubbly drinks that aren't dubbed champagne?
The business trend you're referring is actually good news because it's bringing people to the bubble universe. And then it's our opportunity when people are joining the bubble universe to upgrade them and to have them discover champagne and to fuel the long-term demand.
You guys have a lot of champagne there. What's up with that? Yesterday was Scotch, today it's champagne, but it all looks like it's closed to me.
You're missing out, Corey.
I'm not missing out at all, am I?
Oh, there you go.
Very good, well done.
My friends, okay. Okay, so talk to me about the differences in champagnes, in the Moët champagnes. Of course, you've got Dom Perignon at the high end. I've got the Imperial here.
So what you have in front of you, it's our flagship. It's the Moët Chandon Imperial Cuvée. It's a classic. It's the most beloved champagne in the world. You may know that Moët Chandon, every second, there is a bottle of Moët Chandon, popping somewhere in the world. And what you have in your hand is just the leader of the flagship of the Maison Moët Chandon, of the House of Moët Chandon.
Thomas, the bottle that champagne comes in has been under some reinvention lately, making it thinner, more economical, more environmentally friendly. Is that something that you're going to continue to do?
You're right. I think it's something very important for us. It's managed closely by the Champagne region, and the organization that rules the Champagne region in France. And that's something we pay special attention to, and we want to continue to do that.
All the world, especially Corey's world in Silicon Valley, is abuzz over innovation and disruption. What's the innovation in champagne?
Well, we try to be innovative in different ways. An example I could give you, for instance, is that we launched Ice Imperial in Saint-Tropez 2 years ago. And that's doing really well now, starting really to build momentum in the US.
And how's that different?
It's a different champagne in that sense that it's really elaborated to be enjoyed with ice cube in a big glass.
So with an ice cube?
With ice cube in it, absolutely. So the blend is specially designed to be paired with. There is a bit of sacrilege, isn't it? You're right. So it was launched in Saint-Tropez, and now we're doing very well in a few points of distribution in the US. Miami, Florida, we're expanding to New York, and we start to have a national footprint with that product. So that could be an example of really innovation. And I think you're right, it's important for us to find a balance between the formal side of champagne and the more innovative, moments of consumption.
The stuff that gets millennials excited, for instance.
Exactly.
What should people expect to spend for a good bottle of champagne? Non-vintage and vintage.
Well, it depends, of course, who you ask, and I guess there is different frame of reference. I believe that what you had in front of you is really
so what are the price points of Moët?
A great product, let's say, around
$45.
I guess it depends where you purchase this for a bottle of Moët Imperial.
And couldn't wait anymore.
Corey's jumping ahead here.
We have a tasting going on.
Yeah. I've got a few to open. So now I've also got a rosé here, the Rosé Imperial, as well. Talk to me about that. How sales of rosés are doing, and what the popularity there is, and how that's changed.
Rosé is a very exciting segment. It's booming. It's enjoying a lot of growth and a lot of momentum. Not only in the US, but around the world.
And it's not just a summer drink anymore.
No, absolutely not. It's not even a romantic drink for Valentine. It goes beyond that. It's part really of the core business for a brand like Moët Chandon.
What's the vintage year that would be the most popular today?
Actually, I think we have here the Moët Chandon 06 vintage, which is our new vintage, which was just rated 94 points. So it's quite a spectacular, offer.
And what would a bottle of 06 go for?
Well,
Magnum size. Magnum size.
It depends. It depends where you purchase it. So,
of course, Magnum size.
So tonight
we should be sabering these. Don't you think we should be sabering these instead of just opening them, popping them?
Okay, Corey couldn't wait, so we actually have. Oh,
Cheers.
thank you, thank you.
Well, I've got 2 to open here. I've got some help to drink these too. Oh, that sounded just right.
Well, you have
people
with you in San Francisco.
The fancy Bloomberg towel to open it with, because that's how we roll here in Northern California.
Very good.
It's French champagne, but it's a California pour here.
Are you ready here, Corey?
That's okay. We wish you
ready.
Happy New Year as always.
The pink or the yes? Happy New Year to all you guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.